We all enter relationships with unique emotional landscapes, often with needs and vulnerabilities that aren't immediately apparent. Sometimes what might be perceived as a reaction on the surface has deeper roots. Understanding these less obvious emotional currents in your partner can be the key to unlocking a more profound and connected relationship. It's about gaining a richer understanding of the human experience. Let's talk about attunement. Think about it as emotional resonance. It's that feeling of being truly seen and understood by another person. It's a fundamental human need, especially in our closest relationships. Attunement goes beyond listening to words. It's about sensing emotional states and responding with empathy. Imagine sharing something deeply personal with your partner, and their response is flat or dismissive. Now imagine they really listen and validate your experience. That is attunement. Research shows women often place a higher value on feeling emotionally understood. When attunement is lacking, it can create a deep sense of loneliness. This isn't about being needy, it's about a fundamental human need for connection. Developmental psychology highlights the importance of early attunement in forming secure attachments. This need for feeling understood and emotionally connected carries into our romantic relationships. Attunement lays the foundation for healthy emotional development and a sense of security. Let's talk about the experience of having our feelings dismissed. Imagine sharing something deeply important with your partner, being vulnerable, and they dismiss your feelings. Maybe they tell you you're overreacting or being too sensitive. How does that make you feel? Pretty awful, right? Dismissing someone's feelings, especially someone you love, can be incredibly invalidating. It sends the message that their emotional experiences aren't important. Over time, this can be incredibly damaging to the relationship. When we feel like our partners consistently dismiss our feelings, we might start to shut down emotionally. We might stop sharing those vulnerable parts of ourselves for fear of being judged or misunderstood. That lack of emotional safety can create distance and disconnection in the relationship. Dismissing someone's feelings fosters resentment, creates a lack of trust, and erodes intimacy. It's like slowly chipping away at the very core of what makes a relationship strong and secure. Emotional validation is crucial for maintaining a healthy relational bond. The weight of unspoken expectations and emotional labor. Let's have a real conversation about emotional labor. Emotional labor is the often invisible work that goes into managing emotions and maintaining relationships. It's about anticipating needs, remembering important dates, and being the keeper of emotional well-being. Research shows women often bear a disproportionate share of this labor in heterosexual relationships. When this burden feels uneven, it can lead to exhaustion, resentment, and feeling taken for granted. Women might start to feel like they're not just partners, but also the planners and emotional caretakers. This isn't about saying women are inherently better at emotional labor or that men are incapable of it. It's about recognizing that societal conditioning often leads to an unequal distribution of this labor. Addressing this imbalance starts with awareness and open conversations about how emotional labor is divided. Recognizing and valuing the emotional energy that goes into maintaining a healthy relationship is crucial. Vulnerability around perceived rejection or abandonment. Let's delve into a fear that resides within many of us. The fear of rejection and abandonment. We're wired for connection, for belonging. It's a primal human need. When that need is threatened, it can trigger deep-seated anxieties and insecurities. Evolutionary psychology suggests this fear of social exclusion has deep roots. In close relationships, this fear can manifest as sensitivity to perceived signs of rejection or abandonment. Imagine your partner seems withdrawn and less communicative. For some, this might not be a big deal, but for others, it can trigger anxious thoughts. Have I done something wrong? Are they losing interest? Are they going to leave? These thoughts can spiral, leading to feelings of insecurity and anxiety. The partner's behavior might not be intentionally hurtful. They might be stressed or need space. For someone sensitive to rejection, their perception can trigger deep-seated fears. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for building healthy relationships. The intertwined nature of identity and connection. Let's talk about the intricate dance between our sense of self and our closest relationships. For many, particularly women, these two aspects of life are deeply intertwined. Their sense of identity and emotional well-being are often influenced by the quality of their connections. This isn't about dependence or lacking individuality, it's about recognizing that for many women, relationships are a fundamental part of who they are. Their connections provide a sense of belonging, love, and support that nourishes their sense of self. When relationships are thriving, they feel more confident and secure. When relationships are strained, it can impact their sense of self. Therapeutically, we explore how individuals define themselves within the context of their relationships. It's about fostering both healthy interdependence and a strong sense of self. Outro: cultivating deeper connections. Moving beyond superficial observations to understand deeper emotional needs can transform your relationship. It's about cultivating empathy, active listening, and a genuine desire to understand your partner's inner world. Creating a space where both partners feel safe, seen, and truly known is key. True strength in a relationship lies in understanding and supporting each other's vulnerabilities. In those tender spaces of shared humanity, we find the deepest and most fulfilling connections.